Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Listen, people, Errol Spence is keeping secrets. I'm telling you, Errol Spence knows what his next move is. Errol Spence knows if he's going to be fighting Crawford next. Errol Spence knows if he is not fighting Keith Thurman. Errol Spence knows exactly what's going to happen the first 6 months of 2023, because he just went on air with Brian Custer, because I'm watching the Frank Martin and the Rivera fight that's about to start, right? And he said that he was about to announce a fight about 3 days after the car accident. He said he was planning to announce his next fight, probably 3 days after the car accident, but he got injured. He said he's just a little banged up, but not a big deal. He's going to recover. But as a result, they decided not to announce a fight. Then he went on and said he plans on fighting either April, May, or June. Now, if he would have said March or April, but when he said April, May, or June, that maybe that's just kind of going off what the doctors are saying as far as him making sure that he's 100%. But what I think it is, I think he knows exactly what the plans are as far as him returning and who his opponent is going to be. And I think it's going to be Terrence Crawford now. I didn't believe that before, because if you look at just the way the stars were lining up, Terrence Crawford just fought. Keith Thurman hasn't fought. This means Keith Thurman, if he fights April, May, or June, he'll be out the ring a year. Okay? So it would have made sense to me for Keith Thurman to return early next year and fight Thurman. And then by, May, June time frame, fight Crawford, if the sanctioning bodies didn't force mandatories on these guys. But listening to him, he said he wouldn't have had a problem if Terrence Crawford would have just been transparent and said, look, I'm going to go ahead and snatch up this quick $10 million for an easy fight, and then we can, pick up from there and still have our fight. And he said more than likely they wouldn't have cared. They'd be like, go get your money. But the way Terrence Crawford went about it kind of left a bad taste in their mouth. So he mentioned something again, he keeps talking about spinning the block. I'm not a young boy, so I don't understand all that slang. But I guess that means kind of revisit negotiations and the idea of having this undisputed distinction. So to me, that's the news that we all want. When Errol Spence speaks, he's not, first of all, he looked like he about to fall asleep on the goddamn camera. But when he talks, it's the words just flow right off of his tongue. He doesn't have all these different nonverbals and all these antics in front of the camera, kind of how Terrence Crawford was when he was doing his thing on Instagram to kind of explain his position. Errol Spence is just straightforward and to the point. But he's not saying who he's going to fight. But, I mean, come on. For all of us who've been following the Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford drama or saga, Terrence Crawford said he plans on fighting between April and June. That's what Crawford said after he beat Evanescence. Take a vacation, chill. He said April through June. And then for Errol Spence to come out here and say April, May, June, that's the exact same thing that Crawford said. Now, I want to hold my horses now, because you just never know what's going to happen out here when it comes to boxing. But I said the other day, there's a reason why they haven't announced the Keith Thurman fight. Even though Keith Thurman is out here training, Keith Thurman is out here saying that he's going to stand and go toe-to-toe with Errol Spence. So what I don't want to see happen, although most of you probably don't care, I don't want to see Keith Thurman get left in the dark, kind of how Spence was by Crawford, by just Crawford choosing to go do something different and Spence choosing to go do something different, just leave Thurman there thinking he has a fight coming up, training, being away from his family, just to find out, damn, the fight's not going to materialize. So I'm very curious, and I'm going to be watching this now, because Crawford got his fight out the way. Spence has not fought. The WBC was trying to push Thurman on him. But we all know when it comes to the undisputed fights, unified fights, sanctioning bodies will make those a priority. However, I know for a fact these sanctioning bodies want their titles defended. I know for a fact they're having conversations behind the scenes. And that's why there's so much shifting in the welterweight landscape and fights being made. So maybe there's a situation where the sanctioning bodies are saying, look, you guys have to this date to sort out your business, or you're going to have to fight so-and-so or give up the belt, okay? And I think that could be what happened, where it's just a matter of the line, a line in the sand being drawn and people being tired of the tomfoolery taking place between with the negotiations involving Spence and Crawford. But more to come. Very, very interested to see what's going to happen here, because that was news to me that Errol Spence is looking to not be active until possibly June of next year. We know he had the accident, got a few bumps and bruises, a little bit sore. But maybe this is his return is by advice of the doctor, and maybe he is going to return to fight Keith Thurman. I don't know. But for me, looks like the stars are lining up for a lot of people to get what they've been hoping for. And I hope it does happen. With that being said, more to come on this story. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, people from all 7 continents, and I'm in the breeze.